Today we're going to talk about the Burton Step On Bindings, what they look like, how they work, and my first impressions after one day on the hill. The step-on system is very easy to use, but I'm still getting used to it and could use a little more practice to keep everything smooth and silky. Basically, line up this little clip with the slot in the heel, push it down and you'll hear it click. Then you push down on your toes and you'll hear 2 more clicks. Then you're secured in all 3 spots. Let's take a look at the step-on boots. I have the Photon boots. There's a couple other models that might look a little bit different, but the key features are all the same. Back here on the heel is the clip that slides into the step-on binding and keeps you locked in place. Right above it, you'll see this little clip for your snow pants. That will keep your pants from falling down into here and interfering with the clip into the binding. On the front, there's a couple of toe clips here and here. These are what snap into the bindings at the front and make sure your toes stay in place. And since these are Photons, there's 2 boa systems on here. Not all of them have 2 boas, but these ones do. They fit really comfortable. I really like them. Now a quick look at the binding. Back here in this slot is where that clip on your heel slides into. And what you do is you take your boot and you kind of line it up here and push it down into that slot. Make sure it's locked in place. You'll hear it click. And then once that's in, you push down on your toes here and here, and these clips will lock in, and you'll hear those click as well. One little thing that can help if you're not totally sure if you've heard 2 clicks or 3, look down at your toes at these little metal clips here. If you can see the metal, they're not clipped in yet, because when those clips come over, they'll hide it. Then when you're ready to get out of the bindings, you pull this lever here, which moves that little lever right in there. You can see that, unlocks the heel. You lift your heel, twist your toes, and you're out. Stepping out of the bindings is where I'm not quite as smooth and silky as I'd like to be. So you're probably asking, do I like them? What do I think? What are my overall impressions? Well, I've only been out on them one day, but so far, I really love them. They're nice and easy to use. They're super convenient getting on and off the chairlift. Beats leaning over and strapping in and doing all that. I'm an old fat guy who's out of shape. That's just the way it is. These things make it a lot better. You might also be asking, am I worried about falling out of them or popping loose? And the answer to that is no. And if you ever knew me back in the day, this is a weird one, because back when I was riding the old Air 6 here, I actually picked up a set of bindings that had the 3 straps, because I just didn't like the idea of the 2. I thought my heel would lift and come out, so I wanted that 3rd strap up there. I really wouldn't ride without it. So now I'm going to no straps. That might seem like a really big move, and it's a kind of strange being on the 3-strap extreme here and going to the no strap extreme here, but I really like it. I felt comfortable. I never thought I was going to pop off. Even that very first run, I snapped in at the top of the lift, pulled away, and I just wasn't concerned. On that day, there was a lot of fresh powder, so everything was basically smooth and silky for the most part. But near the end of the day, it was getting pretty rough and choppy and getting bounced around and everything else like that. The Photons give a lot of support. I could feel it left, right, forward, back. Everything felt stiff and in place. Nothing was loose or sloppy. It was good. I'll be riding these the rest of the year. I'll come back and give you an update of how I like them as I really break them in and really get some use out of them. But so far so good. I'm loving the Burton Step On Bindings.